Every child learns differently, but for too long, the education system has treated learning as one size fits all, excluding bright, curious students whose minds simply work in unique ways. And for the millions of children who process information differently, a traditional classroom can feel more like a barrier than a bridge. Whether it's struggling with reading, focusing, or navigating social cues, these students are often left behind. Education expert Allie Williams explains.
In a traditional classroom setting, the students arrive ready to learn, and the teacher, very well-intentioned, has designed a lesson around a kind of abstract, generic student in mind. They go to execute that lesson and recognize that some of the students are not interacting with the material in the way that they intended, are not accessing the information how they predicted, and they'll try to retrofit some kind of accommodation. The problem with that approach is it does nothing to change the primary learning experience. And what it does is seek to make students comfortable in an environment that wasn't built for them in the first place. Another thing that happens is often the standard gets lowered. The expectations are lower. We're about making students kind of survive this environment, and so they start to believe those same kind of messages themselves, having been in a system that perpetuates that kind of image of a less capable student.
Learning differently is not a problem to be fixed. It's a challenge to be met with skill. For too many students, the right strategies never arrive. One school working to erase the stigma, transforming frustration into progress and potential, into achievement, is the Pilot School.
There's often a misperception that students who learn differently have lesser capacity, that their trajectory will never be that of a neurotypical peer. What we're doing at Pilot from the get-go is raising the standard on everyone who walks through the door. Our teachers are required to know everything about how a child learns. They're experts in the learning sciences, they're experts in the science of reading, they're experts in child development, child psychology. And we push them every day, all year long, to keep learning more and to stay in a curious position. And we raise the expectation on our students. We keep them challenged. Their days are full and exhausting. Their classes are substantive and meaty, and they're evidence-based and really kind of formed and designed by each individual student. And that's something that I think really makes us distinct.
Located in Wilmington, Delaware, the Pilot School believes that with the right approach, every child can thrive and be transformed by their learning experience. At the heart of the Pilot School's approach is individualized programming. Every student's strengths and challenges are honored through small class sizes, multidisciplinary teams, and evidence-based strategies. Pilot designs education around the child, not the other way around.
We build every class and the entire schedule around each individual child. We start with the child and look at their learning profile, testing that has come in with them, and then we design everything around them. Instead of that typical classroom where the classroom is designed and then we see how a child does, here at Pilot we start with the child and design outward. So we have really tiny classes where teachers can really get to know our students and spend a lot of one-on-one time with them. We only use evidence-based, science-backed curriculum and programming, and then we integrate speech therapy, occupational therapy, physical therapy. We stay nimble on our feet and we change the program around the child. It always keeps the child at the center. I think that is really what makes Pilot such a unique and successful place for kids who learn differently.
The Pilot School isn't just another private school. It's a model for what education can be when students come first. In a world that often asks children to conform, Pilot creates a space where they can thrive by being exactly who they are. It's not about fixing kids. It's about unlocking their full potential.
Some of the things that really distinguish our program here at Pilot are evidence-based practices through the curriculum that we select and the way the teachers provide instruction. Integrated therapies. We have a full team of therapists that integrate into classrooms, and we do also systematic, regular program review and adjustment for all students. Those pillars really combine to make an exceptional educational experience so the students begin to see themselves as very capable learners, and then that propels them forward well beyond Pilot School.
Pilot School shaped exactly the person you're seeing here today. I don't think I'm here without the Pilot School. It allowed me the ability to gain confidence back. I think a lot of individuals who struggle with learning differences lose confidence very easily, and Pilot's an institution that gains confidence back for all their students, and it excels them and propels them. Learning and learning differently doesn't make you, any worse or any better than any other student, but just you learn differently, and how you learn can really shape what you want to do. Pilot provides students with the capabilities and the tools to continue to move forward in their educational journey.
Both of my children came to Pilot School. My younger son, Evan, started in first grade, and my daughter, Claire, started mid-year in fourth grade. And they both had different learning profiles, which is why we initially chose Pilot. They immediately started to love school, and coming from an environment where they felt like they were struggling and didn't necessarily want to go to school every day, they became children that were excited to get out of the car in the morning and excited to get into the car at the end of the day. Pilot set our children up for success in that they were able to figure out how they learned best and to become advocates for themselves as students in the classroom, and then also as people outside of the classroom.
Every child deserves the chance to flourish. The Pilot School is changing the way we think about education. One student, one family, one success story at a time.
Students with learning differences need is not special education, and that's not what we offer. We offer a premium education. Everything done exactly right for students based in the learning sciences and evidence-based research. And the result is transformation, and that's what education should be about. Real transformation. Students coming in one way and leaving an entirely different way. We empower our students who learn differently with the strategic tools and specific guidance needed to flourish in a number of environments, not only to find academic success, but to meet with success after school, in life, on the job, in relationships, and in any environment they find themselves in.
The Pilot School, unlocking the potential. To learn more, please visit pilotschool.org.